Hi, I'm Stephanie Gerard with the Quayside Publishing Group's Look, Learn, and Create How-To Video Series. Today I'm with Amy Hanna, author of Rejuvenated Jewels. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Stephanie.
I'm so glad you're here because this has got to be one of my absolute favorite topics. Tell us all about what you're going to make today.
Okay, well today we're going to make a pair of vintage metal earrings using, these are actually new religious metals, but we're going to oxidize them to make them look old. With the metals, we're also going to use mother of pearl beads and small rubies with a rhinestone, actually a vintage rhinestone dangle.
Super. Now, were these the vintage parts hard to find, or where did you score those?
The vintage parts can be hard to find. Religious metals are sometimes easier to find, but like the rhinestone dangles may be difficult to find. But you can find newer things in the craft stores now that you could use to substitute the rhinestones that are vintage.
Okay, where do we get started on this project?
Okay, we're going to start by using 22 gauge wire, and we're going to cut 2-inch pieces, 2 of them, to attach the metals to the pearls and the rubies. And we're going to use flat nose pliers, round nose pliers, and clippers, wire cutters. Okay, so we're going to take our 2-inch piece of wire, and then we're going to wire wrap it to the metal pieces. But before we do this, we're going to oxidize. These are newer pieces that I've had recreated. So in order to make them look old, we need to oxidize them. So typically when you oxidize something, you want to wear rubber gloves. But today, I'm a pro at this, so we're going to use a Q-tip and not get our hands to touch it.
Your hands are pretty far away from the chemical, so that seems pretty safe.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see.
Wow, you really can see it happen right in front of your eyes.
Exactly. It starts.
And what is this metal made out of? Is it silver?
This is sterling silver. When I'm finished oxidizing the metal, I take a glass of water, and I always have like a handy paper towel, and I dip the metal that I've oxidized into the water to stop the metal from oxidizing. Okay, so we want to attach the metal to the wire, like this. And then we're going to wire wrap it together.
A standard
wire wrap.
Standard wire wrap.
Yeah, so we hold it with a flat nose, and we take the wire around. I'll just use my round nose to bring it around, or if you have 2 pairs of flat nose, it's wonderful. And then you just snip off the end. Then I'm going to attach 2mm ruby stones, and I'm going to put the ruby stones onto 24 gauge head pins, which are sterling silver.
They are. They're beautiful. They have a nice, gorgeous little ball at the end of them. I love those.
Yes, and they will look like this when they are finished, along with my vintage rhinestone dangles.
That's super. Now, did you have to oxidize this head pin too? Or did it come
Yes, I oxidized the head pins.
Super. Okay,
yes.
and they just link onto the charm now?
Yes.
And you're just forming another wire-wrapped loop at the top?
Yes, I am. So now when we're putting the earring together, we're going to have our wire-wrapped piece with our metal, and we're just going to slide on the rhinestone dangle along with the ruby piece. And then we're just going to attach the 5mm mother of pearl bead.
And is that a vintage piece, or is
This
that
is.
new?
And you sometimes can find rosary pieces with mother of pearl beads, which are lovely to use, and you can just take them apart. Or if you like, you can just buy new mother of pearl beads.
I imagine those are probably readily available.
They are. They're very easy to find. So you have a very simple earring that is, all you have to do is wire wrap the top of it. And so once we have this finished, we just wire wrap it, doing the same technique, just going around in circles.
And you're not too fussy about your wire wraps. You're not one of those sticklers for perfection.
No, I like it sloppy, and I know some people have strict rules with it, but I say whatever you like, what looks best to you is good.
Indeed, I'm that way too.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you made it yourself, you're going to love it.
Exactly. So you just want to take your earring hoop.
Now, did you make that, or is that?
I did make these, and these are very simple to make. You just use a 22 gauge sterling silver head pin, and you just use your round nose pliers, and you turn it away from you, and then I turn it around, and I go to the fattest part. The first turn I do is on the skinniest part, the smallest part. The second turn I go all the way to the end, and I roll it around, and I just use my finger, and I adjust it.
One of the best tools ever, don't you think?
Oh,
Your
yes.
fingers
And then if you would like, you can always hammer it to give it a flatter look on the bottom, and then at the round part. So it's nice to add a little flatness if you'd like.
Excellent, and it just links on
And
the term?
you just attach it on, and you can just open this up a little bit.
Always to the side.
Yep, always to the side, and then you just add it on. You want to make sure it's in the front.
Yes, that's always a good tip.
Yep,
All that
and there you go.
great engraving.
Yep.
That is
And it's
just
a good way to preserve, if you have your grandparents' medals that they had, you can use them for your new earrings.
That is such a super idea. Thank you so much,
You're
Amy.
welcome. Thank you.
To see Amy's and other jewelry making books from Quarry, please visit us at quarrybooks.com or check out craftseye.typepad.com to meet other Quarry authors, win books, and share your crafty ideas.